My dear child, before you move on, I want you to stay here for a moment and truly listen. This is not about judging you, and it is not about making you feel bad. This is about helping you understand something that you may have been feeling for a long time, but have not fully been able to explain. The feeling of being alone is not always about the absence of people around you. Sometimes it is something deeper. Sometimes it is something within you that needs to be understood, not ignored. There have been moments when you were surrounded by people, yet you still felt disconnected. You may have smiled, talked, and carried on as if everything was fine, but inside there was a quiet emptiness, a feeling that something was missing, even when everything seemed normal on the outside. You may have wondered why this happens, why you feel this way, and why it does not seem to change no matter what you do. The truth is, being alone is not always about others leaving you. Sometimes it is about you slowly disconnecting from yourself. You have been busy trying to fit into spaces that were not meant for you, trying to match expectations that were not aligned with who you truly are. Over time, this creates a distance, not just between you and others, but between you and your own sense of peace. Through Jesus Christ, I showed what it means to remain connected, even in moments of solitude. Solitude is not the same as loneliness. Solitude can be peaceful when you are connected to yourself and to what truly matters. But loneliness begins when you lose that connection. You may have been seeking validation from others, hoping that their attention, their approval, or their presence would fill that space within you. But no matter how much you receive from others, it does not last if the connection within you is missing. That is why the feeling returns again and again. Another reason you may feel alone is because you have been holding on to things that no longer belong in your life. Old thoughts, old habits, or even certain people who no longer align with your growth. Letting go is not easy, and sometimes the space created by letting go can feel like loneliness. But that space is not emptiness. It is preparation. You are not being left behind. You are being repositioned. There is a difference. Sometimes certain connections fade because they are not meant to continue with you on your journey. And while that can feel painful, it is also necessary for your growth. You may also feel alone because you have not fully expressed yourself. There are thoughts you keep to yourself, feelings you do not share, and parts of your life that you hide because you are unsure how others will respond. Over time, this creates distance, not because others are far away, but because you are not allowing yourself to be fully seen. But here is the truth. You do not need to force connections that do not feel right. You do not need to chase people who do not understand you. What you need is to reconnect with yourself first. Start by understanding what you truly need, not what others expect, not what seems convenient, but what genuinely brings you peace. When you begin to align with that, your sense of connection changes. You also need to become comfortable with your own presence. Being alone does not have to mean being lonely. When you learn to sit with yourself without feeling uncomfortable, you begin to build a stronger foundation within you. This does not mean isolating yourself. It means strengthening your connection with who you are so that when you do connect with others, it feels real, balanced, and meaningful. You are not alone because something is wrong with you. You are in this phase because something is changing. You are becoming more aware, more selective, and more aligned with what truly matters. And that process can feel lonely at times. But it is not permanent. It is a transition. You are learning to let go of what does not serve you. You are learning to understand yourself better. And you are creating space for connections that are more genuine and meaningful. Do not rush this process. Do not try to fill the space just to avoid the feeling. Allow it, understand it, grow through it, because the more you understand yourself, the less you will feel alone. And the connections that come into your life after that will not feel forced. They will feel right. You are not alone. You are evolving. Amen.